Cool.
Welcome.
What's up?
Welcome back.
Sorry. Just wanted to try something different.
Welcome back, everyone, to another beautiful episode of the Year Right podcast. It's a beautiful day in Tamaki Makaurau. I'm hosting this episode. I'm joined by my co-host.
I'm going to host the even number episodes because I have
Isn't this an even
OCD.
Isn't this over?
Now this is 9.
Oh, welcome back to episode 9 of the podcast. I'm your host, Jamie.
I'm your host, PK.
Host? Co-host.
What? Now we both the host.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, but can you have 2 hosts for something?
Hell yeah.
Can you?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, there's not one main host. We're both the hosts on it.
Yeah, that is true. There's no main host.
I mean, you're the host of this episode.
Well, then technically, wouldn't we be like co-hosts?
Oh, we are both co-hosts. You're right. No, we're both co-hosts.
Okay. All right. Either way, that put aside. How was your week, Phoenix?
It was good. I'm just a bit tired, but it was good.
Bit tired?
How was yours?
It's been a good week. Very stressful with work, but it's a good second week back. Yeah, this is my second week back of work. So,
Oh, really?
yeah.
I didn't stop.
You didn't stop.
I didn't have a holiday. Except for the stat days.
Well, I had like 1 week off.
That's alright.
And then, yeah, but that was like, I got leave off. And then I have leave on tomorrow. Oh, no, Sunday. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm going up north tomorrow. And yeah,
That's
what'd you
good.
get up to last weekend?
What did I do last weekend? What was last weekend? Damn, I can't even remember.
Filming?
Yeah. Yeah, it would have been filming. Oh, yeah, no, I did film, actually. I did film.
Me.
I did some filming, and I finished editing my movie, so I watched that, and it was good. So yeah, that's what I did on the weekend.
Me. How did the premiere go for your movie?
Wasn't really a premiere. I wasn't even meant to show anybody. My cousin Cade came over and basically just begged me for a couple hours to watch it. I kind of just
Caved in.
So my brother and Cade watched it.
Oh, me.
And they thought it was sick. They got gassed when they saw the ending. I got a video, I'm not going to show it because it's got hella spoilers, but they were running around my flat screaming and swearing. I was like mad. There wasn't like finished. The whole movie is edited. I just need to do color grading and some audio issues. But I'm going to be honest, I'm going to hype myself up. It's fucking sick.
That's good shit,
It's sick. So,
That's
yeah.
good shit. You know, I can't even remember what I did last weekend. What was last week? Oh.
That's what I mean. I can't even remember.
Bro, I fucking went to Auckland up the coast to see Tommy probably. I can't remember shit. Either way,
Just another day.
yeah, bro, honestly. But this week's been pretty chill. Work's been a little bit stressful, but that's life. Whatever brings in the dollar.
Exactly.
I've been waking up so early this past week, like 5 a.m. wake ups. But I've been finishing early, so that's good.
What time do you finish?
It depends on how busy it is, really. Like, it could
It's
be...
hella busy. It's a hella busy day.
Hella busy?
Hella busy.
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. Oh, that's pretty early.
3 p.m. But I start at 5.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fair.
So it's like 8 and 9 hours.
Oh,
But
yeah.
the thing that like kind of sucks about my contract is I'm on a fixed term, and... Well, not fixed term, but just... Yeah, it's hard to explain, but I get paid monthly. And I get paid for 8 hours, even if I do like 4 hours in a day.
Wait, you get paid for 8 hours even if you do 4 hours a day. That's pretty good.
So,
Sounds like a scam. What? That's
but
pretty
then again,
good.
Nah, but then again, if I work 10 hours in a day, I only get paid for 8.
Oh, okay. I see.
So no matter how much hours I do, I get paid for the 8 as long as I'm showing up.
Yeah, okay.
And that's like the good part about it, but at the same time, it's just really stressful and stuff. Just getting everything timing right, making everyone happy, which is you'd be surprised. It's a really bloody hard thing to do to make people happy, like especially in the supermarket world.
Oh, yeah, my Xavier worked in the supermarket. I know, he's told me.
Everyone, they always have something to complain about, which pisses me off. Like, I'm not going to say the specific stores, but...
Just do it.
Sylvia Park, they fucking complain every single day I turn up. They'll always have something new to, like, complain about. Sometimes I won't even do anything wrong, and they'll complain.
What, like about what?
anything. Like, oh, you didn't put a pallet out. Oh, you forgot to put one box on the
Ah,
shelf.
you breathing hella loud, man.
Yeah, pretty much that. Like, literally, you fucking you saw that fly? You looked in that direction? Oh, nah. We're gonna complain about that.
You saw something you're not meant to see.
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
gonna complain.
I think Pack and Save are trying to hide something, bro.
I'll ask Xavier. He used to work there. Maybe he knows something.
Mate, was he Have you never heard that nickname before?
I'm going to bleep that out. You heard something that you're not meant to hear. I don't know how I feel about that.
Have you heard that?
No,
before?
and I don't want to hear it.
No.
I'm gonna bleep that out. For your sake, for the future, if it gets big and you become famous, I'm gonna bleep it out for your sake. Okay?
I
Just keep my head down. For your sake, I'm bleeping that out.
comedic purposes. That's pretty much Pack and Save just cunts. And it's not that Pack and Save. It's if I go to Pukekohe, they complain about everything as well, which is a pain in the ass. But like I said, it's hard to make everyone happy. That's just the world sometimes.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But yeah, have you watched The Aviator?
Okay, I will tell you what. Last week I did say that we were gonna get the director to call us in, but he's calling us in next week.
Oh, alright.
He's out filming the next big Hollywood
The
$1 billion
Aviator 2.
movie. He's filming The Aviator 2.
Yeah.
So he's gonna call us next. Oh, we're gonna call him. We're gonna call him next week. So
Okay.
I'm excited for that. So yeah.
So you have watched it?
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Did you? What'd you think?
What I think? Oh,
Yeah, man.
shit. Oh, my memory's pretty blurry, eh?
Uh,
It was a good film, though.
Oh, that's
I'd
good.
rated a solid, 2,
Out of what?
15.
Is like one being good or bad?
That's up for your interpretation.
Well, no, you just said the movie was solid and you gave it a 2 out of 15.
Yeah, but
So clearly one must be good then. Otherwise, you're...
Nah, 15's the best.
15's the best and you gave it a 2 and you said it was good.
Yeah.
What? That doesn't make any sense. What?
Well, it could be better.
It could be better.
Yeah.
Oh, so what, you saying that's like mid?
Nah, it's good.
So about what, like 7 out of 15?
Nah, that's a bit generous.
Okay. Would you give it 5 out of 15?
No, I'd give it a 2 out of 15.
Okay, a 2 out of 15. Well, that's fine. That's fair.
2 out of 15's pretty
Alright.
1 is a bit that's a bit too low. But
Okay.
3, that's a bit too much. So 2 is like that perfect middle ground.
Okay. Well, that's alright.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't fucking seen it either. What the fuck? I'm not watching that shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I looked at the poster and I thought, this is kind of trash.
It's actually I've heard good reviews about it.
I haven't heard anything. I don't even know if it's called The Aviator. I just took your word for it. But no, because the director's calling us next week, we actually have to watch it. Like we've just been delaying the inevitable for like weeks. We have to watch it next week because the director will call us next week. That's a fact. Don't worry about it, guys.
100%, 100%.
Gonna call us next week, so we have to. I'm gonna watch it tomorrow. Actually,
Tomorrow, I'm gonna be at a party tomorrow night.
I'm gonna be at an Aviator party tomorrow night.
The Aviator, are you gonna be in a plane watching it?
No, I'm just gonna sit down and watch it. It's gonna be a party. But yeah, Aviator.
Epic.
Gonna see that Universal sign pop up. I'm gonna be gassed. Gotta pause it. Oh, this is too much.
Yeah, bro, too intense.
I don't even know if it's made by Universal, but if it is, big up Universal. So we'll watch it tomorrow.
Alright, moving into the next segment. This is a new segment on our podcast. Kind of stole it from another podcast. Thank you to the Dopest Podcast. Thank you for that.
What podcast did you steal it from or borrow it from?
It's called the Dopest Podcast.
Oh, it's called the Dopest. Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a really good one. I've been listening to it for a while now. It's a good podcast. But they asked, have you heard? You remember I introed not last week, but like a couple of episodes ago. I was like, feed it in a hole, 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 feed it in a hole.
That was like the second podcast ever.
No, it was like the Fourth?
Nah, I think it was like it was earlier, like the second. But yeah, I remember.
Yeah. So either way, they interviewed Fulcrum, the guy who did that, and they asked him these questions. And so the new segment's gonna be called "Where Do You Stand?"
Where do you stand?
Where do you stand?
Okay. Are you asking me, or
yeah.
Are you not? I'm not asking you.
Well, you can.
I'm not
I'll tell you where I
prepared.
stand after you give
Okay.
me your answer,
Okay.
sort of thing. I just
If
bring up
it's
my
gonna be
notes
some
here.
politician stuff,
No, it's not
don't know anything about that.
It's not political stuff at all. It's more of a. How do I explain it?
You just fire the questions and we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Oh shit! I need to bring my laptop for this one.
All right.
All right, we're bringing the big gun.
Okay.
All right, we'll put it on the side here.
Okay.
Okay, where do you stand? Raw dogging door handles.
What?
Raw dogging door handles.
Door handles?
Yeah.
Nah. A door handle?
Yeah. Do you grab it with your hand, or do you put your t-shirt round and open it, or do you just like
Just use my hand and open it.
even in like public spaces, or like a public bathroom?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Oh, you mean like if like the handle's dirty or something?
Well, I mean, usually in like a public bathroom.
No, I just use my hand.
Well, public bathrooms are like one of the fucking dirtiest places on earth.
Yeah, I just use my hand.
Mate.
Sometimes you just the push ones though. Anyway.
Oh yeah, if it's just a push one,
It's
that's
always
understandable.
push one to be honest.
But if it's a push one, when you enter, when you leave, you've still got to pull it open.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use my hand either way.
I'm gonna be real right now. Unless it's someone's house, or yeah, if I'm going to someone's house, I'll raw dog the door handle, right? I'll just like,
Why is it called raw dog?
I don't know, it's just because I'm not protecting my hands.
Oh my gosh, okay.
And then if I am in a public setting or like a public bathroom, I'll like do the cheeky, like chuck my hand in my t-shirt and just like open it or like twist the lock sort of thing. Just because like public bathrooms are so freaking dirty.
No, I agree they are, but I just use my hand. I mean, I get why you don't worry. I get like why if people do it with their t-shirt, I'm like, it is what it is. I don't care.
But imagine this, right? You've just had like a tweaker who's been living in the fucking streets for the past like 10 years.
Oh, well, you gotta describe these words to me, man.
A tweaker's like a crackhead.
Okay, a crackhead.
So imagine a tweaker's just been at the toilets and like fully raw dog the door.
Well, if I see a drug addict or whatever going into a bathroom, I'm definitely not using that. I'm definitely using that bathroom. If it's like really, really dirty, like in the city dirty, then I'll just grab a tissue and then I'll open it. If it's really, really dirty.
I get that.
But if it's like at the movies or something or whatever, I'm just gonna use my hands.
Okay. All right, that's a good answer.
Mm-hmm.
Marvel or DC?
Okay, so I got more than one answer. So can I actually tell you real quick before I go into that? I lost a job because of Marvel and DC. So
what do you mean?
No, so I went to, this is back when I was in high school. I applied for EB Games just to work there. And I spoke to the lady and she was so excited to have me. She was like, oh, that's awesome. You got your CV. We're actually looking for someone. You seem like the perfect guy. I was like, yeah, I'm the perfect guy. I am that guy. And she was talking to me like, oh, so what games do you play? I play a bit of Just Cause 3, bit of Call of Duty back when I was in high school. I was like, yeah, I played these games. She's like, awesome. So real question, the important question. She said, do you like Marvel or DC? I said, I'm more of a Marvel guy. She asked me why. I said DC movies are shit. I didn't say shit. I said, I don't like DC movies. They're not as good. And she looked at me. Okay, that's all. Thank you. And
really?
And then I left and didn't hear anything else.
What the Nah, surely you can do them for that though. Like that's so like
I don't know.
That's the most discriminatory shit I've ever heard. Like imagine that. You get to a job.
Yeah, well. Well, sorry, what was the Marvel or DC?
I pretty much know your answer for this one.
No, I got more. So when it comes to animation, like animated TV shows and stuff, back when I was a kid, it's DC all the way.
What animated TV shows do DC
I used to watch like when I getting home from school, turn on the TV, and from primary school, watch the Batman animated series, Justice League. I'd watch all that stuff.
Gotcha.
When it comes to the movies, I'm going to choose Marvel, right? When it comes to Marvel or DC just as a whole, I'm obviously going to choose Marvel.
100%.
I still watch DC though, but I will say, out of every DC or Marvel superhero, out of every single superhero, if you put them all in a fat battle royale,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Superman's coming out on top.
That's
my opinion.
Superman is?
Superman's coming out on top. He's beating everyone. That's my opinion.
Why not Batman?
Well, unless he's got like a kryptonite gun, shoot Superman, then yeah, Batman's probably
But
gonna win.
Batman's black.
What do you mean?
Like his suit's black.
Yeah, I know. But
He'd just win.
what do you mean? I don't get it.
He'd just win.
Why?
Because he's Batman.
Well, I don't. You know what you brought up the black thing? What? Why?
He's just Batman, bro. He's gonna win.
I want to bring it back. You said he's gonna win because he's black. Like what is?
Well, yeah. Then I realized he's not actually black. He's actually white on the inside.
Well, what does the suit color have to do with winning though?
Black's like the best color,
Uh-huh.
and Batman's just like Batman. He's Batman.
I mean, logistically, yeah. If you got a kryptonite gun, then he shoots Superman. Then he's probably like Batman vs Superman. Did you watch that?
Yeah.
Batman pretty much won that fight. But if he somehow, I don't know, dodges that, I think Superman's gonna beat any superhero ever.
Okay, who do you think would win out of Batman? Oh, not Batman. Superman.
Well, I think he's the top
And
dog. So
Thanos.
well, Superman
But nah, Thanos. Thanos could just like
with the gauntlet or without.
pre-Endgame. So like with the gauntlet at the time.
With the gauntlet. No, I
like-
reckon Superman.
Because like Thanos without the gauntlet's pretty fucking use. He's
Yeah,
just
but Superman can just slow down time for himself before he snaps. Go ahead, take those stones off.
Isn't the gauntlet have the time stone so he can just rewind time?
Well, if he gets rid of the time stone, he won't. Superman can just slow down time quickly, speed up to it, take the time stone,
But
break it.
he can see the time stone so he can see the future, can't he? Because that's how we start.
Nah, he can't see the future. He can just reverse time, I think.
So, because I remember in like Endgame they went to go get the gauntlet and he like realized they were coming. He like reversed time a bit.
No, he didn't reverse time. Do you know who Nebula is? Nebula?
Yeah.
There were two Nebulas in the same place at the same time, and she's got a bit of robotics in her head. So the Nebula from 2023 that went back to 2024. This is going to sound confusing. So in Endgame set in 2023,
Okay.
Nebula and all the Avengers went back to the year 2024 to go get some of the old stones to bring them back to 2023, right?
Yep.
So when Nebula 2023 went to 2014, there was another
2024.
2014.
Yeah.
There was another Nebula out there somewhere. And because her brain is made out of like robotics, her memories go into the other Nebula because they're close by, and that's how Thanos knew that they were coming.
But Nebula isn't Thanos.
Oh, I'm not very good at explaining. It had nothing to do with time though. The
Oh,
reason Thanos found out that the Avengers were coming was because of there being two Nebulas in the same timeline. Their minds were connected, so he could see like.
But how did he see that the two nebulas were connected?
Oh, this is really hard to explain. I know I don't know how to explain it. You've seen Endgame, right?
Yeah.
So
I just haven't. It's been a really long time since I've seen it.
that's fine. So Nebula. So when there's two nebulas in the same timeline,
Yeah.
their brains are kind of like made out of mechanics or whatever.
Yeah, I get
So one nebula could have the other nebula's thoughts and brains.
I understand that,
Yeah,
100%. But then how did
So
Thanos know
So
about that?
Thanos' version of his nebula was having like a.
Thanos made Nebula.
No, well, that didn't. He added parts to her. Every time she lost a fight, he'd just add like parts to her.
Oh, to fix her up and stuff.
A little bit, yeah. And so his version of Nebula was having like a fat seizure because there was another Nebula in her timeline giving her random thoughts, and then she
shit.
told Thanos basically.
Oh shit. Okay, that makes a bit
I'm
more
not very
sense.
good at explaining. The people on the podcast are pissed off. The people that don't give a shit about this, I'm sorry.
I personally think Thanos would win.
Okay, that's fine.
I just think he'd
That's right.
Superman gone. Either way. Next question. what
I
do you,
forgot we were doing questions.
where do you stand on superstitious things like touching wood, jinxing things, like even numbers on the volume and stuff like that? Where do you
Even
stand?
numbers for me is a thing, to be honest. But like the touching wood stuff, I don't really care about. I don't really do it, but I also don't care if other people do it.
Alright, alright.
It's just like it is what it is. If you do it, you do it. I really don't care.
Is there any other weird superstitious like things you do?
Not that I can think of. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna go into depth, but I've got autism, Asperger's, and that's not a piss take joke. So I've got a lot of things that go through my mind like that every single second of the day, which is really difficult. And if I explained them, it wouldn't make sense. So if I'm gonna explain what autism is, I'm not gonna do it on this podcast because it's gonna take a whole episode.
Yeah, I get
So I
that.
won't do that. But yeah, there are a few things, but I don't mind too much about the touching wood stuff.
Okay. And like volume?
I like it on an even number.
What is
I'll
it
be
for you?
honest.
Is it like, is it 2s, 5s, 10s?
If it's higher than 60,
Mm.
if it's on the TV, if it's like you know how you got the bar, how this is like the low volume and this is the high volume.
Yeah.
I like it towards up in like the 70%,
Alright.
which is it's a bit of an odd thing. It's another.
How is it? How does that not air rape you though?
I like. Shout out to Finn for hooking up my speakers. That goes to my phone too and stuff. I just like things to be over 60%.
Over 60%.
Yeah, it's not actually that loud. It is loud, but it's not too bad.
Alright, so the podcast I got this from, they interviewed Goblin, like a streamer and YouTuber.
Goblin. Okay.
His name's Goblin. And
Willem Dafoe.
who?
No, it's just a joke. I'm sorry. It's just a joke. Such a dry joke.
So
If you got that, big up.
Goblin, he does tens, like it'll either be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50.
Oh, when I was a kid, I used to do that.
Oh, fuck that. I just feel like it'd be too ear rape.
Oh, if you're in 10, though. That's low.
Yeah, 10's low, but like it's a big jump from 10 to 20 and then 20 to 30.
Yeah, fair.
Either way.
Do you know what's something really stupid about numbers?
What's that?
When I was like 6 years old, my TV, you know how we had like TV channels that go 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
and if you went down, it'd go 3, 2, 1, 0, and then it'd go to like.
That's 500 or whatever.
Yeah, so my TV, it went to 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and then the one under that was 37.
Mm.
And I remember it being 37 specifically because when I was 6 years old, I genuinely in my brain went to school and people were counting, and I would tell people in like year 2, guys, it's actually 37 and then 0 and then 1, 2. I genuinely thought that. I swear to God, I thought that in like year 1 or 2. And I don't know why I was such an idiot, man.
Oh my
I was such
God.
an idiot.
Imagine saying that, other kids just like,
But some of the kids believed me. Because we were year 1s, we were idiots.
wait, you actually convinced
Yeah,
some of the kids
I'll
that?
convince some kid that 37 comes before 0 and 1. That we were in year 1s, we were idiots. I convinced some people.
Oh my God. Imagine if there's like a kid out there to this day, one of those kids you convinced.
I mean, when you're like...
And he counts now. He
Yeah.
goes like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yada yada yada, 37,
And then it ends there.
0.
It just ends there.
And then just loops back to
I mean,
1
when
again.
you're like a little kid, you can understand why people would think that. Because your brain's
Yeah,
still
100%.
young.
Like, on Sky, I remember it was like 501, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sort of thing.
Yeah.
I can't say I've ever done
Like,
that.
some Sky channels would be like 84, 85, then it would skip 86. So it'd be 84, 85, 87. 86 just isn't a number then. We'll just skip that when we do counting.
Well, you know, hotels and stuff don't have floor 13.
What do you mean?
Like, you know, so if you go into like a hotel
Yeah.
and you get in an elevator and there'll be like floor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Do
7,
they
8,
skip 13?
Well, 13's like a bad luck number.
They actually skip it? Surely not.
No, they do.
Like every hotel.
Majority of them, yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Did
It's
you
Friday
know-
the 13th today,
Yeah, I was
actually.
just about to say,
Yeah.
it's fucking Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's bad luck, so that means the podcast will have good luck.
Yeah, I don't know how that math works, but yeah.
Quick muff.
Quick math, okay.
For me, superstition is like, I say like touch on wood because I don't like to jinx things, but I also don't like to say things that I don't want to become true.
Mm-hmm.
Like manifesting things in a way. Like I just
Okay.
think that, yeah, if I say something, I feel like it would just, you know, If I say it, it'll possibly come true. I'm not really too fussed on volume. Like, I have it on 2s. I go up in sets of 2s, but if it's just on an odd number, it doesn't really...
I'd go up in sets of 2 sometimes as well, yeah.
Sometimes I find in my car, like, personally for me in my car, I'd say if it's on 16, I have the windows down, I can barely hear it. 18, too fucking loud. So I have to have it on 17. So I can't really stick with even numbers. But for shit like my TV, I don't have numbers. I have Apple TV. It just has a slider on the side.
Yeah.
But usually it just sits at the bottom.
That's me, like, it's the slider. I like it on the, yeah.
Aye. But yeah, for me, I'm like, touch on wood heaps just because, like, I've had so much, not bad luck stuff. I've, like, said things and they come true. So it's like, touch wood so they don't come, like, yeah, either way. I've kind of already asked this question unintentionally. Batman or Superman? Like, not who would win, but who's your favourite?
Oh, Batman.
Batman?
Batman's actually going to be my favourite.
But you think Superman would win?
I think Superman would win, but I think Batman's just sick. He's cool. I like
Fuck
the
yeah.
Batman movie.
I have seen the new Batman movie.
It's good.
I didn't actually like it that much. I thought.
I'll be honest, I thought it was too long. I almost fell. I watched it. I went to watch it with one of my cameramen.
Yeah.
And it was
Sean?
with Sean. It was we were supposed to go with my cousin Shane and be backed out, so I went with him. And we got into a really quiet scene, and unintentionally I had a can of LMP. Really quiet scene. All of a sudden, you just hear, and you just hear everybody laughing around me. I'm like, oh shit, let me just. I almost fell asleep in it, to be honest.
Jesus.
And I was kind of like nodding off. I went up to Sean like, yo, bro, this movie's too long, man. It's a good movie, it's just too long. 3 hours is a long time.
Is it a good movie though if you're falling asleep?
No, I think if they had chopped out a good half an hour, I would have been sitting there invested.
Yeah, 100%. I love the Joker film.
Oh yeah,
really
can't
good
wait for
film.
the second one. That's gonna be sick.
I thought the second one was the Batman movie.
What?
I thought like the Joker,
Yeah.
the Batman was like a continuation.
No,
of the Joker.
that's completely different. There's a different Joker in the Batman movie. Did you see the end scene? There was also a deleted scene where it actually showed the Joker played by, I forgot his name. His name's Barry something. He's the new
I remember
Joker
seeing
actor.
that actually, and I asked my friend. I was like, "Yo, what
Yeah.
the?"
No, but
not the same Joker
that's
actor."
completely different to Joker. They
But
started
it's the
filming.
same studio, right?
Yeah, but they're not like connected.
That just, to me, that just is so dumb.
No, I prefer that because I want Batman to have his own universe, and I want Joker. I don't want this Joker from the Joker movie to be messing with other movies. I like it. I want a Joker. I want a Joker trilogy of just Joker because the second movie sounds sick.
I would personally, for me, I don't know. It just seems like because of the old like Batman Joker comics, I feel like it just makes sense if you've got the Batman, the Joker has to be in the same universe, especially from the video games.
There might be another Batman in the Joker movie, but like the Batman that came out this year is its own thing. But Joker might have another Batman.
That was with the Riddler, eh? Or something like that?
Yeah, it had the Riddler in it.
Yeah, I thought that was like alright.
Yeah, Riddler.
It was just too long.
Yeah, it was just too long. Which my brother would be very upset to hear. He loved it, but it was too long.
Your little brother.
He loved the Batman.
Oh Jesus! It's quite a gruesome.
Oh, he couldn't get in. He had to watch it at home. I had to. He wanted to watch it more than me.
True.
Ryder went to the movies with his mum to try and get in. He got kicked out.
Yeah.
And then the next day I went, came back home. Ryder's like, "What did you do?" Watch the Batman. He got real pissed at me.
Oh shit.
So guess how we watched it?
1, 2, 3 movies.
Yep, through a cam. Someone's video camera.
That's epic.
That's terrible, man. That's terrible.
Best quality ever.
He waited years to see it too, and that's how we first watched it. It's just stupid.
God
but
damn.
It is what it is.
Why didn't you just download it like as a good source?
There was no good source. Like it literally,
Legally,
he watched it like 3
legally.
days after it got released, so there was no way to. Yeah.
I remember when I came over to yours at the beach a couple of years back, and you showed me a movie. I can't remember, Fast and Furious 8, and
8.
you had downloaded it. And this is oh yeah.
Oh, it might have been 7 actually.
Yeah, it probably was 7.
I think it was 7. Because I do remember like buying that because I have a fat Blu-ray collection. I love Blu-ray movies and collecting like physical copies of movies rather than streaming.
Oh, true.
And they actually give you like free downloads, and I got a free download for it. I think that's
And I remember you came up to the beach. You're like, "Yo, I got Fast and Furious 7 on like download." I'm like, "Yo, we should watch it."
Did
and
we?
It was like,
I don't remember this. Did we watch it?
we watched it, but it was like someone set one of those cameras just in front of the movie, and they're like,
Oh, maybe it wasn't Fast and Furious 7 then.
it was like 6 possibly. It was years ago.
No, I don't think it was a Fast and Furious then.
No, I'm pretty sure it was Fast and Furious. Because I'd never seen a Fast and Furious film up to this point.
What? Do you remember what year?
2014?
Oh, it must have been Fast and Furious 7 because that was 2015. It must have been 7
2015,
then.
something like that.
It must have been 7.
Yeah, but I remember watching it and it was fucking hilarious because it was just like
Oh,
someone
well.
chucked a camera right in front of the cinema and yeah.
I remember my stepdad used to download movies all the time for it, and I get pissed off about it now because personally for me, if I'm become a big time director and some kids just downloaded it for free, it's gonna piss me off.
Oh yeah. 100%.
That's why I don't support it anymore.
Yeah.
But back in the day, my stepdad would download heaps of movies, and I remember years ago he downloaded Happy Feet, and I watched it up at Partow, and it was a cam, and I was watching it with this girl I met across the road. We were like 8 years old, just find a friend. We watched it, and then all of a sudden you just see on the screen. Some guy just walks off the screen. I looked at it like, what? It was the funniest thing.
I don't remember this in the film.
I remember
Why is it
some 6-foot male just getting up from the penguins. All right, that's enough.
just walks off?
Just walks off.
Jesus. Okay. Next one. Do you prefer movies or music? Like in your spare time, would you listen to some music? Or
If I'm in the car or going for a walk, it's obviously music. But in my spare time, I watch movies. I'm a movie guy, so of course I'm gonna watch movies.
Okay, this is a better one. In your spare time, do you watch movies or TV shows?
Actually, I watch YouTube.
YouTube?
I watch a lot of YouTube.
I'd put that under like the TV show category.
Well, if you put it under the TV show category, I'd put it there.
Okay. Sweet as.
Otherwise, the actual TV shows I watch are like Daredevil. I watch all the Marvel shows.
I can't wait for Morbius to get his own TV show.
From Loki, Mobius.
No, Morbius.
What do you? Oh, what? Jared Leto.
Yeah.
That
was such a good film. Honestly, 10 out of 10. I would watch that again. I've watched it. Yeah.
Oh wow, bro. I just don't agree. I just don't agree.
I haven't seen it, and I don't want to. I've heard such bad stuff about it.
I watched it just because it's a Marvel film, and I gotta watch them. I watch every movie that comes out.
How bad was it?
Bro, it was so bad, bro. You know, in the trailers, they show Spider-Man.
Yeah, I know, right?
And guess when Spider-Man shows up in the movie?
None.
He doesn't.
He doesn't at all.
And the end credit scene is fucked. The end credit scene pissed because it's a Sony movie, so it's in the Venom universe. So it's not in like MCU universe.
So is it like? Does it have Venom in it at all?
So I will. Do you want me to spoil it for you?
Yeah. 100%.
So at the end of Spider-Man: No Way Home, you know how Doctor.
Wait. Spoiler alert.
Nah. If you haven't seen Spider-Man: No Way Home by now, it's your fucking fault. It's your fucking fault. It came out in 2021. It's your fucking fault if you haven't seen it by now.
It's only been 2 years, man.
Yeah, it's your fault if you haven't seen it.
Okay.
But so at the end of Spider-Man: No Way Home, how Doctor Strange closes all the portals and makes everybody forget who Peter Parker is.
Yeah.
So as soon as Doctor Strange makes that final spell at the end of the film, it cuts to Morbius and the the Vulture from Homecoming. Spider-Man Homecoming.
The Vulture.
You know Spider-Man Homecoming?
Yeah, I know the film.
The Vulture.
The Vulture.
Michael Keaton.
The one with like the
wings. You know who Michael Keaton is?
No.
He played Batman years ago, and he's playing Batman again this year.
Oh.
You don't know who Michael Keaton is?
No. I'm terrible with names.
You don't know who Michael Keaton... If I show you a picture, you'll know.
Yeah, if you show me a picture, I probably would know. I'm just horrible with names.
Search up Michael Keaton right now. If you...
How do you spell his name?
Just Michael. Michael. Put K and it'll probably be the first thing that comes up.
Here it is. Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
So, Michael Keaton, he played the Vulture in Spider-Man Homecoming. At the end of No Way Home, which is also the ending of Morbius...
I need to...
That Michael Keaton's Vulture gets teleported to the Morbius and Venom universe. And he's in prison like, oh, this is a different universe. And then he gets his Vulture suit somehow and goes up to Morbius and he's like, yo, let's try kill Spider-Man.
Oh.
Yeah, shit movie, man. Morbius is a shit movie. I don't know
So
what they were thinking, man. I like the meme. It's Morbin time. Though. That's a pretty fucking sick meme.
the thing I didn't understand with the newest film, if Doctor Strange made everyone forget, I probably did remember it at the time, but I've forgotten now. Why when Doctor Strange closed all the portals and made him forget everyone, then why did all of the other villains from the previous Spider-Mans remember who Spider-Man was, or Peter Parker?
What do you mean?
Well, Doctor Strange closed the portals. Everyone forgot who he was. And in the next film, all of the villains came from the previous films. But if everyone forgot Peter Parker, why do the villains from the previous movies still remember him?
What? They haven't figured that out. No. Wait, what do you mean? When Doctor Strange makes the spell to make everybody forget who Peter Parker is, that's also the same spell that makes the villains go back to their normal universes. When the villains came into Spider-Man's universe...
it's the same film. Fuck.
It's the same film.
I thought it was two different films.
No Way Home. Nah, it's the same film.
Oh, the new one that's coming... Is it coming out this year or next year?
Is what coming out?
New Spider-Man.
You mean the animated one? Spider-Man across...
No, not Into the Spider-Verse.
The Miles Morales one.
No, the new one. There's apparently a new one coming out.
There's a Spider-Man villain, Kraven the Hunter, coming out this year, but that's...
Animated.
No, that's real life. That's in the same universe as Venom. There is no other Spider-Man movie coming out this year.
Oh, is it coming out next year?
There is no Spider-Man movie next year, except for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 3 that comes out next year.
Is that in the same universe as...
Oh, it's all multiverse. They're all connected.
Okay,
You're talking about Tom Holland Spider-Man.
Yeah,
there is no Tom Holland Spider-Man coming in the next 2 years. I'd give it...
They've already started filming it. They started filming it last year.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, there was... I saw clips of it last year.
You saw clips of a movie that's... No?
Yes. No, 100%.
No?
Yeah. I'm telling you, I have. I've seen it. It's not, like, released, and it was obviously, like, a leaked video, but it was Tom Holland, like, they were doing filming for the Spider-Man.
They have not started the next... They've only started to write the script. Trust me, I got, like... This is why Twitter is so helpful, because I get all the movie news and everything. Like, anything that happens in cinema, I get it notified to me. They have not started filming, they're just writing the script. Like, some of the actor that played Ned, he's already said in an interview about a month ago, he doesn't even know if he wants to return for another one. Zendaya said she will, Tom Holland said he will. Like, they have not started filming it, they've just been
Why
writing
does
it.
Ned not want to return?
Well, he just thinks he wants to work on other projects. He says he might, he probably will if the money's right.
Spider-Man's such a good, like...
Wait, so what did you see then? Because they definitely have not started filming.
Okay, last year I saw a clip of, like, Tom Holland running across the street, and he was, like, trying to talk to people. Like, it was obviously, like, a really short clip.
It's probably just another movie then.
But he was in, like, his Spider-Man suit.
It might have just been a leaked clip from No Way Home, like a set photo, like a set video. They have heaps of set videos all the time that get released.
But it wasn't in the film. And
There's heaps of deleted scenes. There was a deleted scene that was shown on clips of a guy, him trying to stop a robber.
Oh, I don't think it was that. He was like in the middle of the streets of New York, and he was just like trying to... He was stopped a taxi, and he's like, "Oh, I'm Peter Parker. Can you, like, take me home?" He's like, "Who's Peter Parker?" "Spider-Man." "Who's that?"
I don't know if that exists.
I'll show you after.
I definitely would have seen it but no, they haven't started filming it.
Okay. Either way, next question. Xbox or PlayStation?
PlayStation. I grew up with PlayStation. PlayStation 2 was the go. I grew up with it. I got no heat for Xbox, but, like, you know, fuck them. No, I grew up with PlayStation, so...
I grew up with PlayStation, but then I was too broke to afford a PlayStation when I was younger, so I bought a Xbox One S instead. Or Xbox 360S. The slim version. And,
Okay.
I regret it.
Why?
Well, at the time, I didn't realise you needed to buy games for a console. I just thought they came with the console. So I'd saved up for like a year, like $400.
The maddest
Bought a
Xbox
console.
game was Spider-Man. They made games for every movie that came out and went on Xbox and PlayStation. But now games are expensive.
The Lego ones.
Oh yeah,
Lego games are the GOAT.
I still play those games.
I play Lego... What was the newest one that came out? Fuck, I forgot it already.
Star Wars?
Yeah, Lego
Yeah, I
Star Wars.
got it on
The
PS5.
complete
It's so
saga.
good.
That's a good one.
That's good.
Yeah, so personally, I've moved to PlayStation now, even though I don't have PlayStation. I prefer PlayStation, just with their user interface and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, yeah. Beside the point, vinyl or CD?
Well, vinyl.
Yeah, would you listen to vinyl or CD? If you had to choose one for the rest of your life.
Oh, if I did choose one for the rest of my life, it would probably be. It'd probably be CD, just because it's easier to put in like your car and stuff. Like vinyl, I think is better. I think vinyls are so vintage and sick, but you can't really put that in your car. Like CDs are actually accessible in a car and stuff.
Yeah, that for accessibility reasons, yeah, I agree with that. But at the same time, I love my vinyl.
Oh yeah, I love my vinyls too, but for accessibility, you gotta go with that, and you gotta pick.
100%. You know how much I spent on vinyls last week?
200. 500.
600.
600 on vinyls.
And that's just 1 week.
How many vinyls did you buy? Are these like old vinyls or like new ones from new music that came out in recent years?
New ones. 8. I got 8 vinyls. No, 9.
Yeah, if they're brand new, they're going to be expensive too. They're like $40, $50.
Yeah, they range between like $40 to $80.
Yeah.
I got some good ones though. I got some Kendrick Lamar, Fat Freddy's Drop, shit like that. But yeah, it was good shit.
Alright.
That concludes this. Oh, actually, no, I've just thought of a last minute question.
Yeah.
What's your favorite? Okay, where do you stand with Quentin Tarantino?
His last movie was kind of boring.
What was his most recent film?
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I know he's been working on a TV show. He's got one more movie to make.
Have you watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood twice though?
No, I haven't.
I thought the first time I watched it, I thought it was batshit boring.
Oh, but you gotta watch the second time?
The second time, it just kind of opened up a bit more, and cause I saw everything coming, it made me realize the small details he'd put in it, and it made me appreciate the film a lot more.
Okay, I'll watch it again. But no, I like him. He's
Personally,
funny.
my favorite was Pulp Fiction, all-time favorite. It's a good film. Kill Bill's alright. Django.
Django Unchained, yeah.
Django's pretty good. What else is there? There's the Kill Bill, Django, Pulp Fiction. What else has he got?
He's got 9 movies at the moment. Django Unchained, Kill Bill 2.
Kill Bill 3.
No, it's just 2. There's just 2.
I thought there was a third.
No, they were going to make a third. I think they talked about it, but there's just 2 now at the moment.
But you like Quentin Tarantino's filming style?
Yeah, good film.
You like his foot fetish?
His what?
Have you not heard of that?
Nah.
Quentin Tarantino has a signature foot shot.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
he has a
just
foot
in the
fetish.
person. Oh, I get what you mean. Yeah.
And and
Every director's got their shots. Have you seen a Wes Anderson film?
No.
Search up Wes Anderson films. He's got some very specific shots, but they're lovely. They're nice.
What does he have any films I know?
Probably not. Or maybe Isle of Dogs.
Oh, okay. Is that him?
He did Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Oh shit.
He's done a few more. I can't even think of the names.
Have you seen the new Harry Potter movies?
I saw the first Fantastic Beasts.
But you haven't seen
2 and 3, and I haven't seen any Harry Potter movie in years, or I just haven't only seen 1.
If you're gonna watch 2 and 3, you should watch them in consecutive order, because they
I was told that they were shit.
Not 2 and 3.
I was told 2 and 3 were the shittest. I was told 1 was the only good one.
Well,
this is what I've been told.
I don't know. Yeah,
it's what I've been told.
The thing is, I just watched 3 recently, and it has a lot of backstory about Dumbledore.
Okay. Well, I see. I don't watch Harry Potter, so that's
Do you know Dumbledore's gay?
Yeah, I knew that. I knew there was heaps of controversy with that.
I was a bit
I mean, I just don't care. If you're gay, you're gay. I really don't care.
Yeah, I get that 100%. That's all good, no discrimination. But I was just a bit if they were to do this film back when they first did Harry Potter, or when they first started filming Harry Potter, he wouldn't have been gay.
Yeah, I agree.
But now, because it's 2021 or 2023, we've got to be all inclusive. I think that's why they did it, and it just kind of made me a bit mad. Not mad.
You don't like gay people?
Pardon?
You don't like gay people?
I've got gay friends, for God's sake. I don't care.
You heard it here first, folks.
I don't.
No, I'm just kidding.
I don't care about gay people. Well, no, I do care about them, but I just found it a bit odd because
Fair enough. I mean, it doesn't affect me. It's just the character. I was like, if it's the character, it's the character. It's just, yeah.
Like, all ups for the gay people. Go you guys. But I feel like they shouldn't be putting it in every film just to, like, feel like they
No,
need to include it,
I
sort
agree.
of thing.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Either way, yeah, that's the end of my Where Do You Stand segment.
All right.
And we're also hitting the 46-minute mark.
Yeah, so I think
that's where we're going to conclude.
Yeah, because if we go any longer, I'm not going to have a good time editing, so we're going to end it
Yeah,
there.
considering it's Friday and the podcast has to be up by...
Tomorrow morning, guys.
Tomorrow morning, so... yeah, go us. Either way, have a good afternoon.
I hate you. Have a horrible weekend. I
Have a blessed
hope
weekend.
you have a terrible weekend.
Hope the weather is mean.
I hope the
tomorrow.
weather's terrible for you.
Have a blessed one. Thank you for
I hope
listening.
you don't have a blessed one. I hope you don't listen to this. I hope nobody's listening to this. If you're listening to this right now, I want you to exit out. I want you to cancel. I want you to...
Well, I hope they'll be exiting out now because
I want you to unfollow this podcast.
unfollow it.
I don't want you to listen to this. Why are you still here?
Don't listen to him.
Don't listen.
He's delusional.
Don't listen to this. Why are you still here?
Either way,
You're still here.
goodbye.
Why are you still here? You've made it this
Sayonara.
far. Why are you still here? Just leave, man.
Just go.
Just go. Why are you still here?
God
Why are you still here? You're still here.
You've got commitment issues.
You're still
man.
watching. Are you that bored that you just have to keep watching my face?
Ratchet vibes.
Why are you still here?
Goodbye. Have a good...
You're still here.
Have a good weekend.
It's been over a minute. The podcast is done. Just go home.
Later, ball. Stop. There we go. Audacity. Export.
Why are you still...